We're going to plot out the E minor scale today, but first we're going to review just a little bit. You remember that the formula for the major scale was whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. And the formula for the minor scale is whole, half, whole, whole, half, whole, whole. And those are the two that you need to memorize. You should have those down. You shouldn't even have to think about it. That's how well you should know this. The other thing that you should also understand is the difference between the major scale and the minor scale. You remember that in music theory, we measure from the major scale. And that's my term. I don't really know if anyone uses that term, but anyway, that's how I explain it. So when we look at the major scale, we have our first note, the second, on up to the seventh. And when we look at the minor scale, we would say we've got the root here, we've got the first note, the second note. When we get to the third, we would call that a flat 3, because compared to the major scale, the third in a minor scale is flatted 1/2 step. The same is true when we get to the sixth. We're going to have a flat 6, and when we get to the 7, we're going to have a flat 7. So those are the things that you really need to remember about the minor scale. So let's, like we were saying, let's plot out the E minor scale here, starting with the E here, the second fret on the D string. Whole step gives us F sharp. We know that's going to be an F because we need each a letter name in the scale. Half step up to G, whole step to A, whole step up to B, half step to C, whole step to D, and a whole step back up to E to round out the scale. So the E minor scale has 1 sharp, and by the way, the relative major of E minor is G major. And so if you look at the G major scale, G major also has 1 sharp, and that's because those are relative keys.